I'm just creating one directory to develop applications which will be deploying in the AWS. Let me go for apps.db. In any place, in any folder, create one applications development folder. I just created apps-db. After creating a folder, open Eclipse by choosing workspace as this folder. Open Eclipse and choose the workspace as this folder, whatever folder you created. I am opening Eclipse. Everybody having Eclipse Enterprise Edition. Open the Eclipse, choose the workspace as whatever folder you have created. The workspace should be, come on guys, whichever folder you have created, I just created a folder with a name as apps-deb. Go inside this folder, then select a folder. Come on guys. This is the folder location, workspace. The workspace, apps-deb. Click on launch. Please observe everybody, whatever folder we created for development purpose, same folder you have to choose as a workspace in the Eclipse. By any chance, if at all you choose a different folder in the workspace, then try restarting Eclipse and choose the space. Go to the file new. You can go to the switch workspace. Please observe. You can choose the correct workspace. This is only correct workspace in my case. In your case, by any chance, if you'd have chosen a different folder, please go through switch workspace. Select the proper workspace, click on launch. I'm just cancelling as in my case it's a correct one. I'll show you once again. File, switch workspace. Click on other, choose the location, the new folder name. Whichever folder we have created for the development purpose, that folder should be chosen as a workspace. I'm just cancelling. There is a welcome window. By default, you will get a welcome window. Click on close. Eclipse is ready. Now by using Spring Boot, I'll develop a simple Hello World project. A simple Hello World. By using Eclipse, Spring Boot, let us develop a simple Hello World project. The people who don't have any idea about Spring Boot, those people just to know down the steps, practice the steps again and again. After covering Spring Boot, you can able to do all these things once again, you will be getting clear concreteness. The people who don't know REST web services, Spring Boot, those people just to know down the steps, practice again and again. Once REST web services Spring Boot is covered, you can able to do one more time, you can easily understand. Let me develop a first Spring Boot simple Hello World project. Open a browser, go to start.spring.io. Go to the browser, go to start.spring.io. After going to start.spring.io, everybody specify project artifact. Let me choose as a app one. This is the project name. Project metadata, group is there, artifact is there. Group and artifact. Don't do any changes in the left side except the artifact name. Packaging as a jar. Java archive. Java archive, it's a jar. If it is a jar, inside a jar file, even Tomcat server also will be. No need of Tomcat server in the server. Come on, guys. In our EC2 instance, Tomcat server doesn't require if packaging is a jar. If packaging is a jar, in the EC2 instance, Tomcat server doesn't require. Inside a jar file itself, Tomcat server will be available. So please observe, if you are developing packaging as a jar, Tomcat will be inside. You don't require a Tomcat server in the EC2 instance. Only JDK installation is sufficient in the EC2 instance. Only JDK installation will be sufficient if packaging is a jar. Come to the right side. There is a dependencies. Please observe dependencies. Add. Click on add. Please observe there is a dependencies. You have to click on add. You need to choose the dependencies. Just to type web, you will be getting a Spring Web. Spring Web is mandatory for every server-side web applications, whichever required REST web services. Spring Web is mandatory. Spring Web is mandatory. Spring Web is mandatory. Through Spring Web, you'll get RESTful web services and even Apache Tomcat. Lot of features you will be getting. Your project is getting several features through Spring Web. Click on Generate. In the bottom, you can see Generate. After selecting Spring Web as a dependency, In the bottom left, you can see generate. Click on generate. You need to choose the folder whichever created for the development purpose. Whichever folder already chosen as a workspace. In my system, apps-dev. Apps-dev is a folder which I have created. Same folder we had to choose to download app1 web application. App1 web application downloading. Come on guys. App1 web application is downloading. Click on save. Now go to show in folder. This is the apps-dev, app1. Right click on app1, extract to. You need to extract zip file. This is the zip file downloaded. Extract to app1. This is the application which we got from spring.io, star.spring.io. This application should be imported into Eclipse. Guys, this is the zip file which we have downloaded, extracted the C. This extracted file should be imported into Eclipse. Remember, this is the application. It should be imported into Eclipse. Try import into Eclipse. Open the Eclipse, everybody. Go to the file and import. Everybody, please follow me. File and import. You need to import Spring Boot project into the Eclipse. File import. In the import, you can find Maven. Expand Maven. Select existing Maven project. Existing Maven project. Select existing Maven project. Go next. Select existing Maven project. Go next. Click on browse. Click on browse. It is straight away taking you into the workspace. Inside a workspace, you can see app1. Select the app1. There is one more app1. You need to select this also. You should not select the MVN or SRC, but you should see MVN and SRC. You should see MVN and SRC, but don't select anything, MVN or SRC. Click on select folder. Click on finish. So afterwards, once completely downloaded, expand. You can see several folders and files. In the enterprise application, these many folders and files will be available. In the enterprise application, these many folders and files will be available. Expand src main Java. src main Java. Even expand com.example.app1. There is one default Java file. Just to open this default Java file, it is containing a main method as well. Let me increase the font size. This is a simple application class. In this application class, let us develop one simple hello world service. One very simple hello world REST web service. A very simple hello world REST web service. Only two steps required. Let us see the first step. Come to the line number 7. On top of the class. On top of the class. At the rate REST controller. At the rate REST controller. Through control space bar, you can import space bar. You can see REST controller. You need to import. Press enter. You can just check it out at line number 3 plus mark. REST controller is there at line number 5 now. Import. Observe line number 5 and line number 8. In order to develop any service to the client, we required a REST controller. All REST services should be developed in the REST controller. We need to make a class as a REST controller. We made a class as a REST controller. On top of the class, in addition to Spring Boot application, make the class as a REST controller. Make the class as a REST controller. Then we are ready to develop a simple hello service. After main method, I'm just developing one simple hello method. One simple SOP. On top of the method, on top of the class, you need to provide request to mapping. Control spacebar, everybody. On top of the method, on top of the method, control spacebar, request to mapping. Observe line number 5. Observe line number 5. Request to mapping is imported. Now you can provide any URL to access hello method. You can provide any URL to access hello. I'm just giving a URL as a test. You can give any URL to request mapping. Under request mapping, I provided a test. One simple method with SOP and return value. It is returning type as a string, URL as a test. We made application class itself a REST controller in order to develop REST APIs, REST web services. We developed very simple service, very simple service, very simple service, very simple service. Now, right click on your project. Everybody, once the development is got over, once the development is got over, right click on your project, right click on your project, go to run as, go to run as, run configurations, run as, run configurations. Under run configurations, you can see Maven build. Select Maven build. Double click on Maven build. Double click on Maven build. You got a new configuration window. New configuration window. Under new configuration window, there is a base directory. There is a base directory. Select the base directory, then click on workspace. Click on workspace. In your workspace, only application 1 is there. Select application 1. Choose base directory, application 1. Select application 1. Don't expand application 1. Select application 1. Click OK. You can find $workspace underscore LOC slash app1. Now come to the goals. Under goals, type install. Under goals, type install. Come little down. There is a skip tests. Select the skip tests. In the little down, skip tests are there. Just to select the skip tests. Now click on apply and run. Apply, click on run. You should get build success. Now, application development. Finally, deployable file is created from your application. Inside your application, only hello service is developed. Then, we try to install our application through Maven build. We got the build success. If you are getting a build success, then everything is proper. By any chance, if you are not getting a build success, repeat once again. Go to right click of your project, run as, run configurations, Maven build. Just to follow the same procedure, assume you got a build success. Then refresh your project, right click on app1, refresh, right click on app1 and then refresh. Right click on app1, then refresh. After refreshing, you can expand the target. In the target, you can see one jar file. This is the final installable jar file. This jar file is to be uploaded to EC2 instance. This is your application's deployable file. Single file. There is a jar file. Come on. Deployable jar file. Entire application's final product. One simple file. This file should be uploaded to EC2 instance. This file should be uploaded to EC2 instance. Open Mobax term. I'll show you how we can upload this jar file into EC2 instance. If at all EC2 instance is not started, you can go to the console. You can start. In my system, I didn't stop the EC2 instance. That is why I'm able to connect to. I'm able to connect to. Now you can see, guys, left hand side, one tar file, one RPM file, these two are available. If you wanted, you can check it out. LS, Apache folder is there, Apache tar file is there, one RPM file is there, one lab folder is there. This is only content available as of now. Try uploading one jar file. Our application final bundle, final packaging jar file. You can see left top, up arrow, down arrow. Everybody, up arrow, upload to current folder, down arrow, download selected files. Now you have to click on upload to current folder. You can see upload to current folder, upload to current folder. Click on this. You'll get a browse window. You'll get a browse window. In this browse window, select your jar file. You know the location of jar file? Go to workspace. Come on, guys. This is the AWS April 2022. This is the workspace. Go inside a workspace, everybody. Go inside a workspace. Inside a workspace, there is a project app one. Go inside a app one. There is one more level of app one. Go inside app one. You can find a target folder. Inside a target folder, select the jar file, not the jar.original. Jar file is your final application content. This jar file should be uploaded. Select the jar file, click open. It will take some time to upload. You can see left to bottom. Progress bar is starting. It will take some time. Let uploading our applications final bundle, final packaging is jar file. In my system, uploading got over. Whenever uploading got over, close the current session. Whenever you upload, close the current session, open a new session. Now you can check it out in the home directory. There is a jar file. jar file got uploaded, you can see. Whatever Tomcat already installed in the last session, the Tomcat is started. Please go to the Tomcat, stop the Tomcat server. CD Apache Tomcat, CD bin. Everybody, we need to stop the Tomcat server, whichever Tomcat server we installed in the last session. After going to bin directory, go for dot shutdown.sh. In order to stop the Tomcat server, dot shutdown.sh. You can see the file in the current directory dot shutdown.sh. In the current directory, just enter. If at all you stopped EC2 instance, that is also sufficient. While stopping EC2 instance, all the services from the EC2 getting stopped. Now, come back to the home directory. 2 steps back. We are inside a Tomcat bin. We are inside a Tomcat bin. We went to Tomcat bin to stop the Tomcat server through shutdown. We ran shutdown.sh. Now we are returning back to home directory. 2 steps back is your home directory. You can check it out, present working directory and even ls. Please check it out, all these steps, very simple. The existing Tomcat server I have stopped. In the last session, we installed Tomcat and we started a Tomcat. Now, we uploaded a jar file. The jar file internally containing a Tomcat. Whatever Tomcat already installed and started, that we are shutting down. We shut down that one and we returned back to home directory where our jar file is uploaded. Now everybody copy the jar file, jar file name, only name, copy jar file name, trigger a jar command, trigger a Java command to run the jar file name, to run the jar file. This is the command you have to trigger from the home directory. I'll copy this in the edit place. Java space hyphen jar space name of the jar file. Already JDK installed. Through JDK, we can able to run Java command. The Java command is only for triggering a jar file. Because of triggering a jar file, you need to mention a hyphen jar as an option. Hyphen jar as an option. We are triggering Java command to run the jar file. So jar file name don't don't type, copy always. We already uploaded jar file name copied. So this is the uploaded jar file. Copy this link. Press enter. You can see the last line. Started app 1 application. Tomcat started on port number 8080. Complete development, deploying, starting, everything is done. Come on, guys. Your application is running now. You can access your application from anywhere. Let us see how we can able to access our application. Remember, this is the command you have to trigger. I already mentioned the same command in the edit place. Don't type name of the jar file. Copy the jar file. Just to type this much. Simple Java command triggering with the jar file name. This application, string-based application, it is containing built-in Tomcat. It is containing built-in Tomcat. Even though we uploaded Tomcat, we installed Tomcat that we are not using. I'll show you how to use the Tomcat whichever installed. The current application is a jar file. Jar file contains Tomcat internal, built-in Tomcat. Now, open a browser, give a call to your public IP address. What is the public IP address of your application? Sorry. What is the public IP address of your EC2 instance? You know already. I showed already. Come on. Go to the AWS console to see the public IP address. Hmm? Of course, we cannot copy there. The easiest one, copy EC2 instance public IP address. Use the same in the browser. This is the public IP address for my EC2 instance. In this public IP address, Tomcat is running at 8080. Inside a 8080, we developed one service with a URL as a test. We developed one service with a URL as a test. Press enter. After 8080, you need to specify /test. Test is one of the simple service. IP address port number slash port number slash the service address. You can access this from the entire world. If you have a net connection, you can able to access this service. We developed one simple service inside a project. Same we are able to access. You can check it out SOP message in the mobile step. All SOP messages printing in the console of mobile step. So please observe. Let me refresh one more time. One more. You can see. A simple web application which is having a REST API development, REST web services development, deployed inside a EC2 instance, started, then accessed from the clients. You can access my service from your systems also. If you wanted, you can just check it out this URL. IP address of EC2 instance, my EC2 instance. Not only from my system, from anywhere in the internet, you can able to access.